Hello, everyone. I am Zhao Chuang. Let's draw the body of Chungkingosaurus. Chungkingosaurus was a small stegosaurian, looked peculiar. We currently don't know much about its entire look, so we still restore its appearance according to the typical stegosaurians. We can infer its body shape based on the specimens of Chungkingosaurus, which show that this animal is relatively short. We can't draw its legs too long. Besides, its torso is relatively slender, so don't draw it too fat. Some bony plate fossils have been found in Chungkingosaurus, showing that they are diversified. The bony plates on the neck to the back changed from small to large, all in a relatively round shape, which might become spike-like when coming to the tail. However, there are different claims on the appearance of its tail, so we adopted a restoration in which the bony plates on the tail gradually transitioned from broad and large to sharp and pointed. Now, let's draw the body of Chungkingosaurus. Before drafting, we pinpoint the body parts first. Its head will be about this size, and the eyes are located at this position. Then, we use very light lines to draw its S-shaped curved neck, followed by its back. Leave half the space on the paper for its tail, which can be more curved. Then, let's illustrate the details. Start with the eyes. Then draw its beak and mouth here. Draw its jugal bone below the eye, and make its mouth curve downward. A beak should be drawn in front of the mandible. Then, let's draw the top of the head and the lower jaw. We can add slight shading in front of the eyes. It had an eyebrow-like structure that extended forward. On the neck, we first draw 4 to 5 pairs of palm-shaped bony plates. The bony plates on the back would become sharper and higher, reaching the highest level at the pelvis, then gradually taper and transition into pointed spikes on the tail. Four consecutive sets of spikes were found near the end of Chungkingosaurus' tail, but not to the endmost. We can tell there should be many spikes on this dinosaur's tail, but are unsure how they were arranged. We show the transition lines between the base of the bony plates and the skin. Then, draw the corresponding bony plates on the other side. The bony plates of this dinosaur appeared in pairs. We can draw them like drawing shadows. The same goes for the end of the tail. Here is the downward curved tail tip. Now, let's go back and draw its neck. The lower part of the neck can be drawn to be more protruding. Stegosaurus was found to have the gular armor under its neck, and other stegosaurians might also be similar to that. Then, we draw its shoulder blade. Behind the shoulder blade, let's draw a shoulder spine. Then, draw its forelimbs. It had 5 fingers, 3 of which were on the ground, and only the 2 on the inside had nails. Its belly can be drawn slightly drooped. draw its pelvis here. Then, we come to its legs. It had very long thighs and short calves, similar to many large animals today, such as elephants. Then, draw the other forelimb. From this angle, we can see the 2 digits on the inside. There were 3 toes on its hind limbs, but due to perspective, only the 2 on the outside can be seen. On the back and body, we can draw some evenly spaced dots representing large scales, a structure found on the skin of many stegosaurians. On the bony plates, we can draw some very fine and dense lines. Such a structure has been found on the fossilized imprints of Hesperosaurus. This is also the only known evidence of the surface structure of the stegosaurian's bony plates, showing that the surface of the bony plates was covered with keratin, and the keratin had many parallel and longitudinal lines. Then, on the other side of the bony plates and tail spikes, we draw the shadows cast by the outer ones, so as to show the space between the bony plates. Then, we outline some folds at the rear of the arms, and on the underside of the belly. Then, draw some shading on the legs. On the elbows of the forelimbs, we can draw some wrinkles. Now, draw some muscle structures on the upper and lower arms. Then, let's draw the gular armor on the neck. We can use rows of parallel dots to represent the neat, large scales. On the other side of the forelimb, we can draw the shadow of the torso. Between the torso and thigh, we can draw some folds. Also, show the outline of the leg muscles. For this foot, we can see 2 toes on it. Use somewhat thick lines to create a slight shadow on the underside of the tail. Finally, add a shadow underneath its body. In this way, we've finished drawing the body of Chungkingosaurus.